Veteran actor Judd Hirsch is perhaps best known for his role as a New York taxi driver. Remember the hit 70s sitcom, Taxi? He returns to TV for the new CBS comedy series. It's called Superior Donuts. Now, Hirsch plays a grumpy Chicago donut shop owner who's unwilling to be dragged into the 21st century.
Do you have any cronuts?
What?
Cronut. It's part donut, part croissant. It's what they call a hybrid.
I know what a cronut is, and no, I don't sell them. Nor do I sell muffins or duffins or muff nuts. The name of this place is Superior Donuts. I sell donuts. My parents did not smuggle me out of communist Poland in the hold of a cargo ship so that 65 years later, I can sell you a damn cronut.
Scone?
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
I said, actually, bleep.
Yeah.
And then they did that one.
Judd Hirsch joins us at the table. We want to talk about your show in just a sec. But first, you and Mary Tyler Moore were in Ordinary People.
Yeah.
What can you share with us about her today, Judd?
We never had a scene together, but I only had a scene with Donald Sutherland and Tim Hutton. But I remember she was in a play called Whose Life Is It Anyway? It was on Broadway, and I was sitting in the restaurant, and she walked right by me, and she knew that we were it hadn't come out yet, and she just tapped me on the shoulder and said, "We were great."
Yes.
And I said, "Hi."
Yeah.
And then I realized she was talking about the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, I guess it'll work.
Yeah. And
That's a part that someone would never expect her to play. She played
because
someone
her
so
son
out
had
of
just died.
so out of her
Son had
own
just died.
comfort zone, and so willing to do it. You know, she wanted to be known as somebody with a lot of substance. She's great. Set the bar.
Yeah. That movie, particularly at the time, because her son had died, he had accidentally died from a gunshot wound in an accident. And so the fact that she took on that role had a lot of people buzzing, and she was nominated for an Academy Award.
They always wanted her.
Yeah.
I always hope they always wanted me. But you never know.
Let's talk about Superior Donuts.
The character in the book, by the way, is fat.
Is what?
Fat.
Oh.
In the book about ordinary people.
Yeah.
So I was putting on sweaters.
It was a huge bestseller.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, you are not fat today, Judd Hirsch.
No, I would know I'd be here. You know what I mean?
But this
If you come here, you can't be fat and you have to dance.
No, I was just telling somebody. I saw this television show where some woman was talking to a bunch of old ladies sitting in the studio, and she said, "All of you really need to move and exercise yourselves, She said, "Look, if you can't go to the gym or anything like that, just do this." And she gets up and she goes, "You have to see these 80 and 90-year-old women going."
That's sort of like, what you talking about?
Can we do it slower?
Yeah. You play a grumpy donut shop.
Yeah,
donut shop owner. How hard is that for you to play? A cranky person.
Why do they always describe me as grumpy no matter what I do?
No. That's
despondent.
That's the description in the.
It's based on a play.
Yeah.
Superior Donuts was on Broadway. Tracy Letts, a magnificent, wonderful writer, right?
Yeah.
August Osage County.
Yeah.
So they developed the television series really with the same kind of character development. I mean, the fact that it's a donut shop owner who is kind of like in a rundown time, and some young, really African-American kid who probably doesn't stand still on the floor,
He's good,
comes and wants to be his employee. And there you get the beginning of everything,
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I'm playing with a kid who really just does never stop.
So the comedy comes out of that relationship.
Yeah. And all the people that never want to leave this place, I mean, it becomes a place where even some bum on the street comes in and decides that he's going to live there.
And what drew you to that role?
I was doing nothing.
Yeah.
I'll always tell you that.
You were alert and available.
Yes.
I was playing fathers and grandfathers, and I said, no more of that. No more of that. I said, I want a part where I can play my own age. So they said, why don't you come here? We got a guy who's 75. I said, no.
How old are you, Judd? How old are you?
81.
81. Okay. But look at you. You look good.
Well, as I told you got to do.
They say this isn't a political show, but you take on some political issues. And you find the comedy in it.
We have the opportunity to do it's in Chicago. Yeah. It's uptown. It is run down. It is present tense. We did show about crime. We did show about the fact that everybody somehow fails at what comes in the door. We have a policeman on the show,
Yeah.
Katie Segal.
Yeah, Katie, you and Katie back together.
A play you wouldn't expect Katie Segal to play, right? You know,
Yeah.
she's funnier than the Dickens. And we have 4 stand-up comics. I mean, I'm like the lowliest one in the bunch.
Yeah. And
You know.
fresh donuts every day.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so they said, would you consider doing this part? And I said, well, you know, and a dozen donuts come in.
And you said,
And then
I went, yeah, is it about donuts?
Yeah.
there you
Okay.
go.
So
Well, kudos.
We're pulling for you.
Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you.
we are pulling for you. Thank you, Judd Hirsch.
thank you, pal.
Always alert and available. Superior Donut appears next Thursday, February 2nd at 8:30, 7:30 Central, right here on CBS for Superior Donuts.